My childhood was filled with just constant trauma, and at the same time, I had to hide it and had to act like it was a normal childhood life.
A lot of times in growing up in the foster care system, I just was put in positions where I was abused verbally, sexually, all these different ways. And I was also being told that I was nothing but a paycheck. I basically established this idea that I was for nothing but for profit.
When you don't realize that you're being manipulated, when you don't realize that someone is in essence coercing you into the worst part of your life, and you think that they're trying to help you.
I was 12 years old, I was homeless, living on the streets, and I was a runaway.
Sometimes, kids are young, they don't process things the way adults do, so they're running away over something that might not be as serious as some other kid might be running away from. But either way, I always say all children are at risk because they're kids.
As a foster care child, when you are missing, you get in your file that you are run away. It's closed and put on the shelf. And that's it. That's all that happens. So that's why they're so vulnerable and forgotten, because no one really is looking for them.
We know this worldwide, that when children are abandoned, neglected, or abused, and they end up in this vulnerable place, that they can be and will be exploited by people. There's various things that go into children being trafficked, but children, whether they're brought here from out of the country or whether there are domestic children here in the United States, in general, they could be controlled because their needs are so high as a child. And as a child that is neglected, abandoned, or abused, that's on the streets, they have large number of needs that are unmet.
There's a reason why they pick certain girls, because they don't want someone that's gonna fight back. Not someone that's headstrong, someone that can't be manipulated, coerced, or forced, or fear put in them. There's certain girls that they want.
%60 of these kids who are trafficked are foster care, which means that they are kids that have been awarded to the state. We're their parents, right, as a state. And we have failed our job in protecting them because they fell through the cracks into the hands of traffickers.
So many people think of human trafficking and they think, okay, this is all about smuggling girls over here in boxes and all of that. And of course that happens, right? But we have major problems happening here. We have huge domestic issues. And 75% of the girls that we're identifying in Alameda County are US-born girls.
The state of California is a hotspot for human trafficking because, first of all, it's a big state. It's got a lot of borders that people can enter and cross. And with such a huge population, means that we have a lot of customers, a lot of buyers, and the money is here. California is the wealthiest state, so we have a lot more disposable income.